This video was brought to you by Markus Bil, Elbilmek, ABRP, Steurenberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today I'm gonna show you guys how blistering fast the Xpeng G6 is charging. It is 800 volt architecture and it can hit 285 kilowatts. Okay, you see that right off the bat now, it will slowly ramp up, kind of slow-ish compared to some of the other cars. It just booms, go to max speed. But then not long after, we hit 282, 283, goes up a little bit, and then it will hit the peak roughly at 285, but then it starts throttling at 20-21%. It throttles. It's not always the same, but roughly there. Then it drops to only 240 kilowatts. It's still blistering fast. Compared to the Scenic, for example, the Scenic is just so much slower, but it's 400 volt. You know, the 800 volt hype is real here, you see. And I also include the Q6 because it's a similar battery size. It's actually a lot more expensive, but it can take the same banana boxes. And then G9, the big brother, of course. And okay, the G9 seems to charge faster. Actually, G9 is in the lead, even leading over the Q6. But the Scenic, man, is so slow. Holy macaroni, the French cars, the 400 volt is just so slow compared to the 800 volt cars. Well, at least 800 volt each, 584-ish. Yeah, but also interesting that the G9 has more, has higher voltage, probably just more modules to get more kilowatt hour. Q6, okay, well, how is it now? Q6 still very impressive, man. But think about this: the Q6, depending on how you configure it, could cost almost twice as much as the G6. Yeah, go for the Q6. The G6 is a poor man's Q6. But which car is leading right now? The G9 is leading, but this is very impressive that the G6 is just a little brother, a cheaper car, a poor man's G9, but it's still really good, performing really good. Now, wait, they're so even now. The Q6 and the G9 and the G6, but the G9 has a slight edge right now, and Q6 starts slowing down a bit, but also G6 is slowing down. But still, I mean, we're talking about 150-ish kilowatt at 70% on these three cars, where Scenic is running at only 94 kilowatt at 50%. It goes so much slower, man. Look at this, the power of 800 volt. Wow, it is so impressive how these 800 volt cars can charge. But seems like the G9 then gets a nice lead. But no, the Q6 is coming in hot now, 122 kilowatt. The Germans, they show it. The Chinese how it's done. Yeah, it's gonna go schnell. Wait, but the G9 is still in the lead. But now the Q6 starts slowing down a little bit. The G6 is also slowing down. Wow, but still G6 is a little bit ahead with the Q6. This is really impressive that the Chinese can give you so much bang for the bucks. Now the Q6 is falling behind. It's taking only 64 kilowatt. The G9 is actually charging faster right now in kilowatt. Also G6 is charging faster. What the heck is happening with the Germans? Seems that the G9 is gonna take the win to 90%, but then what about the G6 versus Q6? Wait, there. G9 won, China 1 point. Okay, and then seems like G6 will take the second place. Wow, humiliating the Germans. Twice as expensive car. 9, this is not good. Okay, can at least the Q6 come before the Scenic? Yeah, okay, that will happen. No. Okay, now G9 is just taunting. It's just, okay, I'm gonna go for 100% by the time Q6 hit 90%. Okay, right around there-ish. Come on. There. Okay, well, yeah, the G9 hit 94%, but G6 hit 93%. Like, lol. You see, I used to laugh at Xpeng for having those slow charging cars. Like the G3 was charging so slow, man. Yeah, and then also the P7. The P7 looked nice, but it was peaking at 85 kilowatt, and most time it was hovering at only 75 kilowatt. You know, it was a joke, man. I did 1,000 kilometer challenge with the P7. It was horrible, but that was before. Today I ain't laughing now. No, this is really impressive how fast it charges. We just go for 100% by the time the Scenic hit 90%, right? Or what's gonna happen? No, wow, look at this. Just put things in perspective. G9 is about to hit 100%. Scenic hasn't even hit 90%. It's not even at 85%. What the heck is going on here, huh? Well, okay, maybe I didn't choose the fastest car. Be like, Bjørn, I like your videos. You should at least pick Volkswagen ID7 or ID4 or something. Yeah, okay, maybe I should. I just wanted to include. I wanted to point out that the Scenic was not very fast. Okay, there. G9 hit 100% after 43 minutes. A G6 is gonna hit 100% also roughly in that time. Okay, just a couple of minutes slower, but there, 46 minutes, 3 minutes slower than the G9, the big brother. And then the Q6, I eventually gave up. It took a little bit too much time, and I need to leave, so that's why. But wow, look at this, man. Oh, I mean, you can also look at how many kilowatt hour. This is the kilowatt hour number is what was pulled from the charger. Is not what was put into the battery. Just keep that in mind. Many people don't understand this because the kilowatt hour you get from the charger has 3 variables. It has the heat loss in the battery. It has the cooling that needs to run, but also some heating. Some cars, they do that. So that's why you can't really look at the number. You have to look in the CAN bus, something can scan my Tesla car scanner, and look at how many kilowatt hour was put into the battery there. And if you look at the charging curve, so the red line here is a G6, and then the big brother G9, because it has a bigger battery, then it also charges faster. They kind of follow each other. Well, very similar. And then Q6 has a flatter curve. It's a little bit bigger battery, so the Germans, they just like to have that flat curve. But kind of following the G6 and the G9-ish, right? But seems to have a slightly flatter curve. But then eventually I think here you see that here towards the end, then the Q6 is charging slower. So the Chinese, man, I mean, how did they do this? Are they trying to kill the battery? Maybe they don't care about warranty, or maybe they just found a really good cooling design so they can go that schnell, right? And then just as a comparison, you see here Renault Scenic. People are like, yeah, I like my Renault, it's a nice car. Yeah, well, good luck charging that nice car on a long trip compared to some of the other cars here. If you care about traveling fast, you care about your family, then you get these cars on top and you don't get the Renault. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, I was just trolling. Okay, anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later. And then the reason why I didn't include Tesla in the comparison, because Tesla was so bad, so I don't want to show how bad Tesla was. No, actually, I don't have a good recording of a Model Y. Yeah, that's why. The Model Y test was done several years ago. But actually, I tested recently in this. I'm sitting in the Model 3 long-range Highland now, and I tested the charging at the V3, actually V4 supercharger. I didn't hit 250 kilowatt. I preheated. The battery was at almost 50 degrees Celsius. It was like 230 kilowatt, and then 220, 210, and then by the time by the time I hit 20%, I think I was at around 170-ish kilowatt only. So I'm like, let's not include this in the test. But the Tesla referral program is now back. So if you want to buy a Tesla, you can use my referral link, and you get some discount on the Tesla, and then I also get some credits. So yeah, anyway, bye-bye.